New manhwa that look like fire. Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another epic countdown of the top new manhwa that are looking absolutely fire. If you're anything like me, you're always on the hunt for the next big thing in the world of webtoons and manga. So sit back and relax and get ready to discover your new favorite series. Starting off with our number 10, Sinister Immortal Path. Our protagonist, Zhang Yuan, has already ascended to immortality, but when he finds himself thrown into the bizarre new world, it's a whole different ballgame. See, in this world, the heavens are ruled by these terrifying celestial beings, while us, mere mortals, are practically livestock, and the cultivators who have managed to survive, they are barely even human anymore. Talk about a messed up situation, right? But Zhang Yuan, he could care less about all that. All he wants is to ascend once again and get back to immortal realm where he belongs. Of course, the path ain't gonna be easy. This world is full of abnormalities that will put your skills to the test. The art is absolutely stunning, the characters are super well developed, and the action, it's a safe kiss. This is one manhwa that's gonna keep you on the edge of a seat from the start to finish. If you're a fan of dark, gritty isekai adventures, you are not gonna want to miss this one. Number 9. Steel Covenant. 300 years after the apocalypse, the human world is in shambles, but our protagonist, Kiao An, is about to stumble into the opportunity of a lifetime. See, Kiao An may have been demoted into the logistic class at the Combat Armor Academy, but the dude has got a secret. He's already bonded with not just one, but multiple top-tier combat armors. And let me tell you, that's gonna come in handy when it comes to making some serious cash and paying off those pesky debts. Saving the world? Nah, that's none of my business, says Kiao An. Nope. This guy's got his own priorities, but when he learns that clearing his debts could mean the difference between life and death, well, let's just say things are about to get real interesting. The art in this one is absolutely Manga, the characters are super well developed, and the action, this manhwa is definitely one to check out. Number 8. Surviving in a romance fantasy novel. Imagine waking up one day and finding yourself as the younger brother of the heroine in a fantasy romance novel. That's exactly what happened to our protagonist Seo Tae-pyong. Instead of getting swept up in all the romantic drama, poor Tae-pyong is just trying to survive and adapt to this bizarre new world. Like romance? Oof. That's just the last thing on his mind. All he wants is to keep a low profile and live a nice, quiet life. But of course, that's easier said than done when you have got the crown princess falling for you. How could you make the crown princess fall for you of all people? Tae-pyong's probably asking himself that every day. The art in this one is absolutely gorgeous. The characters are super fun and engaging, and the story, it's a wild ride from start to finish. If you're a fan of isekai adventures with a healthy dose of romantic hijinks, this manhwa is definitely one to check out. Number 7. The genius grandson of Namgung clan. Our protagonist, Ha Hyeon, is just a 10-year-old kid when disaster strikes, wiping out his entire clan. I mean, talk about a rough start, right? But just when it seems like all hope is lost, Ha Hyeon finds himself taken in by the legendary sword saint Namgung Muryeong. And let me tell you, this kid is determined to never lose anything precious ever again. So he sets his sights on walking the righteous path and becoming the greatest under heaven as a Namgung. Ha Hyeon's got some next-level prodigy skills. He starts acing the entrance exams, mastering martial arts just by observation, the whole 9 yards. This kid is destined for greatness, no doubt about it. The art in this one is absolutely stunning, the character development is on point, and the action sequences, prepared to have your mind blown. If you're a fan of martial arts, revenge stories, and young protagonist on a mission to become the best, you are not gonna want to miss the genius grandson of Namgung clan. Number 6. Coast Hunter. Our protagonist, Nam Do-yoon, is a coast hunter who has lost all his memories and emotions from his past life. But when he gets called into to exercise a malevolent spirit at his younger brother Doha's school, things take a seriously unexpected turn. Somehow, Doha ends up becoming a spirit himself, and Do-yoon's soul gets pulled right into Doha's body. Talk about a complicated situation, am I right? but the head of the Coast Management Center, Oh, decides to keep an eye on Do-yoon as he tries to uncover the truth and search for his brother's lost soul. The art in this one is top-notch, the characters are super engaging, and the action. If you're a fan of supernatural thrillers with a dash of mystery, you're not gonna want to miss the Coast Hunter. Moving on to our number 5, Medical Top Surgeon. Now this one's got a pretty juicy premise. Our protagonist, Eugene Won, is the top specialist in surgical operations, and he just received a secret request from surgery from none other than Sung Woo-jin, the chairman of the South Korea's largest conglomerate, Sungil Group. But this isn't just any old surgery, my friends. Nope, this is Eugene's long-awaited chance for revenge. See, the success of this operation is entirely dependent on Sungil Seoul Hospital itself. And you better believe Eugene's got a plan to not only surpass that hospital but take control of the entire Sungil group in the process. The art in this one is stunning, the characters are super compelling, and the medical drama, it's off the charts. If you're a fan of high-stakes power, struggles, masterful surgeons, and good old-fashioned revenge plot, Medical Top Surgeon is definitely one to add to your must-read list. Number 4. Skill Taker of Otherworld Domination. Our MC Yuto Konoi, a martial arts prodigy who gets summoned to a foreign world where slaves are brought and sold. But this ain't your average isekai story, oh no. Yuto's got a unique skill called Skill Taker that allows him to steal the abilities of defeated monsters. And you know what that means? Yup, he's setting his sights on building the ultimate harem of 100 slaves. But don't worry, he's taking a nice and leisurely approach to this whole world domination thing. After all, a guy's gotta enjoy the little things. Am I right? The artwork in this one is top-notch, the characters are super engaging, and the action. If you're a fan of isekai adventures with a healthy dose of harem, then Skill Taker of Otherworld Domination is definitely one to add to your reading list. Number 3. Dao of the Bizarre Immortal. Our MC, Lu Huo Wang, is your average high school student, but whenever he closes his eyes, he gets transported to this bizarre cultivation world. And in that world, he's been captured and turned into a living medicine that could be turned up into a pill at any moment. But here is where things really get wild. In the real world, Li Huo Wang is actually a mentally ill patient living in a psychiatric hospital, unable to attend school. The doctors tell him that the whole cultivation world is just a hallucination. So, now poor Li is caught between the reality and illusion, truth and lies, completely unsure of what's real anymore. The artwork in this one is stunning, the character development is top-notch, and the whole "is it real or isn't it" storyline, it'll keep you on the edge of a seat. If you're a fan of mind-bending isekai adventures with a dash of psychological thriller, then Dao of the Bizarre Immortal is definitely one to check out. Number 2. The Return of the Mythical Archmage. Shin Hayo, a genius magician who's been cast aside as an AI misfit, the pinnacle of modern magic technology, who just can't seem to integrate with artificial intelligence. Talk about a rough hand to be dealt, am I right? But just when Shin's feeling down and out, something unexpected happens. A book appears before him, left behind by the legendary archmage Ray Bell Beitner, and this book holds the key to unlocking Shin's true potential, allowing the halted time of a true genius to start moving once more. The artwork in this one is absolutely stunning, the character development is top-notch, and the world building is like nothing you have ever seen. If you're a fan of magic, fantasy, and stories about overlooked geniuses rising to the top, then The Return of the Mythical Archmage is definitely one to add to your reading list. And finally, number 1, Bad Born Blood. Now this one comes to us from the studio that brought us hits like Solo Leveling and Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, so you know it's gotta be good. The premise is pretty wild. Fans. Humanity has moved beyond just living on Earth, with interstellar travel now a common occurrence and technology replacing good old blood and flesh. Our protagonist, Luca, grew up in the slums, and now at the ripe old age of 15, he's taken the selection exams. And get this, his aptitude is for the Imperial Guard, so you know this kid's got some serious skills up his sleeve. The artwork in this one is absolutely stunning, the world building is next level, and the action, it's gonna keep you on the edge of a seat from start to finish. If you're a fan of sci-fi, dystopian settings, and protagonists who rise up from the humble beginnings, then Bad Born Blood is definitely a manhwa you are not gonna want to miss. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our top 10 new manhwa that are looking absolutely fire. If you're anything like me, your reading list just got a whole lot longer. But hey, that's a good problem to have, right? With stories this awesome and action-packed, you're gonna be in one for one wild ride. So what are you waiting for? Go check this out. and let me know what you think in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring the incredible world of manhwa and catch you next time. Peace out.